what is cinema? What is it? A celluloid vision on the wall of a dream factory? A dream within a dream? I personally think this should just be the movie.
Right here?
Yeah.
No
just
problem.
this. Yeah. So I feel like this film is really significant to me because of how the sort of Buddhist materials have really resonated with me throughout my life, and kind of my search for who am I and what's my expression and what's my voice, and how can I sort of represent that objectively in a movie or a piece of media. And so I see with this project, you know, there being a lot of opportunity for me to really get at what is that objective representation of who I am.
How much of the story have you figured out?
I'm really, really close. I have it, I know what it's going to be, and it just needs that extra push. So it's going to be the story of this guy who just like lives this super boring life. It's just like, you know, he wakes up every day, he goes to work, he eats, he just does whatever. It's like the same exact thing every single day, right? You're like just going about, like, you've got this really kind of boring, mundane life that you just keep kind of doing the same thing over and over. I want to examine it through the kind of lens of like karmic reincarnation, you know, like you're just living the same life over and over and over, and it's never going anywhere. And then actually, I want to have you actually realize that you're stuck on that wheel, you know, that you're caught in that system. Like you're like self-aware that you're in a movie. Right.
What if, let's say, there was like a thing that I can only get if I get out of this rut? Like, I don't know, like love or something. Like, yeah, a woman that...
Like he finds a girl.
Yeah.
That's so like Hollywood, like cliche, right? I guess the problem is that I'm trying to create something that's consistent with my story. You know, I mean that doesn't feel like it fits.
Okay, but what you're describing to me, if you had put this in front of me and made me sit and watch this, never for a moment would I say, "Oh, this is Davey. I'm watching Davey."
Really?
Right now.
That idea never would have occurred to you.
I mean, no, because. It doesn't say anything. There's never a moment that says this is like you're watching.
But like
me.
that's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to put like a subjective lens on like my life. Yeah. There's an idea in Buddhism called non-duality, which says that you are not separate from the universe. Like I'm my subjective self, but I'm also this kind of objective omniscience. So when I'm creating the universe of the film, in some way, I'm not just creating a movie, I'm actually creating myself. So you're gonna be playing me, so we're just gonna film you doing basically the things that would be like my daily routine.
Okay.
We're creating that almost like cyclical, you know, like even kind of a trapped feeling of doing the same things day in, day out, right? And so the camera will stop, it'll turn to you, and we're just going to look you, like, right in the eyes, and you're just going to be staring back, like, self-reflexively into the camera, right? And it's just going to end on that note, right? Just cut to black.
What change have I gone through that's kind of, like, coming across in this look?
But I mean, that's the point, is that you haven't changed, you know, you haven't, like, transcended anything, that you're the same fundamentally now. You know,
I mean, that's not entirely true.
As you were at the beginning.
I mean, if there's this realization, like, if I've come to this realization that I am a pawn of this film, I guess, then that in and of itself is a change.
But you know that you're a pawn, but you can't do anything about it.
Your audience is going to reject that. People don't like character stagnation.
Well, but people don't like the truth sometimes, and the truth is that you know, in life, like, you won't get off of that thing. You know?
So this isn't a film, this is truth.
There's no good or bad about it. Like, life is what it is, and it's so much more complex than that, like, surface level of did it get resolved or not. And there are paradoxes in life inherently, fundamentally, that you cannot get around, that you cannot resolve.
Okay.
And it would be so disingenuous of me to resolve it, to just say like, oh, hey, you know, and then you get better, and then And it doesn't get better.
Film is, I mean, by its very nature, it's disingenuous. It's a construct of artifice, and your audience knows that going into it. You keep saying this is the reality when, by the very virtue of your medium, it's not.
Why did you wait until the day of filming to register this objection? When Siddhartha became Buddha, he left this mortal loop, this endless chain of frustrations. How do I communicate that in a medium of endless frustrations? I'm trying so hard. So I want to reshoot. I want to basically just trash what we've done so far. I'm going to have to play the main character. So the film is going to be like an examination of my life with me at the center of it. So we'll get a bunch of footage of me. We'll shoot a bunch of me going around kind of doing my daily routine. What are the things that I would do day in, day out, the work, the chores, you know, kind of get at how does my life play out in almost that like repetition, that, you know, things happening over and over and over again. And then one day I'll be sitting on my couch watching TV, just kind of flipping through channels, and all of a sudden images of me start appearing on the screen, my life projected at myself, and I can see for the first time this kind of repetition. I really look into myself, and for the first time I understand who I am. I don't know how I want it to end. Nothing that I come up with right now feels like it fits. It just, everything is so like I'm limited by kind of like the scope of the story I'm trying to tell, when really like I'm trying to say so much more than just about like the story of, you know, one person. What if we make the entire movie? What if we just take like a ton of footage of like various things, and then just take like still frames from that, and then just have like rapid succession of still frames, just like, you know, over and over and over. We would just have like every image, you know, we wouldn't have a beginning or an end, and it wouldn't have to worry about story or character, saying everything and nothing at the same time, right? Like, to me that feels like the only way to comment meaningfully on life. What if we split the screen up and we actually had 4 different images in each like quarter of the screen, and then we just had like multiple images like in your face at one time? What we should do if in the middle of this we just get like a 30-second shot of the sky, you know? Alright, come closer. A little, okay, hang, sorry, farther back. Hang on, come back to where you were before. Now this is going to be like a shot of me, like, filming this movie, like filming myself, right? So we're going to set up like a dinner scene right here.
Across?
Yeah, alright, this way. This is going to represent kind of like modernity, you know, like the sort of typical, you know, structure of kind of the contemporary human life. Dude, did you move the wine glass that was right here?
No.
You didn't touch this guy.
No, I didn't touch it.
Danny,
No.
did you move the glass that was out here on the table?
Yeah, I moved it. I thought it was dirty.
No, dude. What the fuck? I put these things here for a reason. If something's out of place, like, it's not going to be the same movie. This is how it's supposed to be.
How do you think it's looking?
I want to take a look at the footage. It could be better.
And then how you doing? You alright?
I'm trying, dude.
I'm like, alright, well, while I'm here, I'll just get my car washed and gassed up. So I did that.
I'm trying.
That took, like, forever.
Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
That's okay.
Hey, how's he doing?
He seems pretty upset. Just give him a few minutes. He'll be alright.
Alright.
Hey, Davey? Have you seen Davey?
No. Not picking up his phone?
Davey!
Davey? Well, I mean, are we gonna have a movie?
Man, I don't know. Let's just check to see if he's outside.
Alright.